Welcome back again, dear viewers. Now we're discussing our main topic of today as Egypt hosted yesterday the 5th International Conference of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs under the title of the women in the role of women in building awareness. It's under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, and the conference is chaired by Mr. Minister of Endowment Osama al-Azhari, attended by around shoulders, imams and muftis from around 60 countries worldwide, and also around 100 ministers as well. We got the guest of honor this year, the wife of the ex-Indonesian president, and of course she's been honored by the conference. And the message and the main message of the conference this year is really, as I mentioned, the main role of the woman in building awareness, especially, and why it's important now in such a critical time. We are experiencing geopolitical rapid and technological exchanges and challenges. So we got the role of women as a key pillar in building the political, economic and social awareness of the family and for the society and for the nation. We shed more light on this, and we are delighted to have on the phone Dr. Zakaria Amer, Al-Azhar Center for Electronic Fatwa, Al-Azhar University. Dr. Zakaria, Sheikh Zakaria, good morning.
Good morning everyone, for everyone around the world. Thank you for having me today.
It's good, of course, indeed, to have you with us.
Yeah.
When we talk about the this version or this edition of the conference this year, the 35th edition of the International Conference for Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, and under this title, the role of women in building awareness. And we are witnessing, as I mentioned, several rapid exchanges and challenges worldwide, waves of odd values, odd attitudes coming and invading to our new generation. How you just elaborate the importance of women nowadays, especially, and the educated women in building the awareness for their children in such a critical time?
Yeah, first of all, Bismillah wa alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ba'd. Actually, this conference, the role of women in building or raising the awareness, this is an important and the first forum of its kind for the Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs that was held with the presence, as you said, with the presence of representatives of 60 states around the world, and more than 100 of effective figures such as ministers, muftis, representatives of Islamic bodies, councils, institutions around the world. All this for such to tackle this an important point or important issue, that the role of women in building humans. As you know, the vision of the Egyptian state as promoted by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and adopted by the Minister of Endowments, Sheikh or Dr. Professor Osama al-Azhari, was based or is based on 4 elements, or we can say 4 axes. The first one is dismantling or de-radicalization of the extremist thoughts or religious thoughts, and also dismantling extremist secular thoughts, and building, the third one is building the human, and the fourth one is building civilization. This conference comes on the third axis, or the third component, which is building humans. Mm-hmm. So when we talk about building humans, or we talk about building the human being, we talk about women in the first, as the first priority and the first effective member, as women is the builder of human.
Yep.
So as women, as we can say, are the main effective member in that operation.
She's the
So
main pillar
yeah.
of the society and of the country, of course.
Yeah, of course. So it is also part of the plan of the Egyptian state is to empower Egyptian and the Muslim women to highlight the role they play and continue to play in this state and around the world in this critical phase. So this conference comes in recognize of their role and confirming the important role they play. So as the president or the minister of endowments yesterday said, this conference comes under 6 elements or 6 axes. The first one is the role of women in building religious awareness. The second one is the role of women in building cultural awareness. The third axis is the role of women in serving the community, and the fourth one, the role of women in building the family and raising the children. The fifth one, the Egyptian experience in empowering women. As you know, this is a unique experience. We want to share it with the whole world. Also the sixth one, or the last one, the role of women promoting values of tolerance, coexistence, and peace building. As you know, in this critical situation, as we live here, people or certain people who has certain ideologies want to deliver it or want to inculcate it in our society. These odd, we can say, these odd values or these odd experiences, they wanted to inculcate it in our society through women. The use of women, as you know, women are the builders of communities. They build men, they raise children, they are effective members or elements everywhere. So they take them as the first target, and if they succeeded in this point, they will dominate the whole society and they change its direction, of course.
Yeah, Dr. Zakaria, as you mentioned, the experience of the Egyptian country in empowering women is an experience which is to be delivered to the whole world. And under the leadership of Mr. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the women really experiencing their golden era. And starting from 2017, we got the Year of Women and Youth. We got so many incentives and so many facilities and incentives for women, for empowering women. How do you just evaluate the empowerment of women in Egypt under the leadership of Mr. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi?
So as you said, this is the golden era for women empowerment in Egypt or around the world even. So when President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi started his ruleship, he started by empowering and making this element under an effectiveness. So he started empowering women, which is we can say it is not just a matter of justice or equality. It is a strategic improvement or strategic thinking for achieving sustainable development, economic growth, and social progress. As you know, women are half of the community and raising the second half. So when President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi promoted such thought, which is empowering women, as you know, women in the past didn't lead many positions, and even in very important entities and very important bodies. Women are supported now in order to be an effective member in these ministries and these bodies and these institutions, even at Al-Azhar. Al-Azhar Sheikh and the Al-Azhar University, we find now there are many leaders women leaders who were supported and promoted and lead that effective positions at Al-Azhar. As we have in the same place as I work, we have a Muslim mufti or a Muslim woman who led this position of issuing fatwas at Al-Azhar Fatwa Center, which is a leading experience and a leading initiative in this phase.
Yeah, Dr. Zakaria, the conference in this special edition here in Cairo is paying tribute to the Palestinian woman, to the Palestinian mom, which who is actually enduring the bitterness of losing her family members, her children, sacrificing all them and preparing new martyrs and new generation for the sacrificing for the homeland. How do you just find this?
So as it is worth to mention here that the Minister of Endowments or Awqaf, Professor Osama Al-Azhari started his or at the opening session started his the discussion or started his speech by praising the situation and praising the stance and the resistance of the Palestinian women for the role, the great role actually she or they play in raising the awareness of Palestinians of their fair situation or fair and just case. As you know, the more effective from my point of view, and this current and the critical situation actually, Palestinian women. The Palestinian women plays an important role now in protecting their children, providing them with their sustenance and their food, and even taking care of their children in this critical situation, and even for the things they are facing, the challenges they are facing. So Dr. Osama Al-Azhari started by praising their role in raising the awareness of the Palestinians by their fair case, and how the Palestinian women was able to transmit this sense of patriotism towards Palestine and towards the Holy Mosque in Palestine, Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa, as an important part of our creed as Muslims. So she plays, or they play an important role, and this role actually deserves to be praised.
Yeah. Also, Professor Osama Al-Azhari and the other esteemed attendees of the conference, they also praised and boasted the status of women in Islam and how Islam actually protected and protects their rights, their pride and dignity in an unprecedented way. How you can just elaborate this in defending sometimes with the European point of view? Sometimes they are saying that Islam is depriving women of doing some things, some enjoying some rights. How you can elaborate this?
So, as you know, women are capable of shaping distinctive personalities through their understanding of their religion and the realities of their societies, and it becoming also peacemakers. So in Islam, or along the Islamic history, we find that that Islam had great Muslim women who participated in shaping and making and constituting the Muslim or Islamic history, starting from the First Lady, Khadija, who was the wife of Prophet Muhammad, Allah's peace and blessing be upon him, and you know her important role in supporting Prophet Muhammad in the start of the cause of Islam, and how she supported him physically, psychologically, financially, and supported him from every dimension or every aspect. Also, we will find later that Muslim women played an important role also in while in Muslim wars, while in even governing markets. يعني سيدنا عمر بن الخطاب used it to make a position which is called al-hisba, monitoring the market, and he granted such position for a woman to transactions and see they are applicable with the Islamic Sharia. There are many positions and many participations of Muslim women around or along the Islamic history in the matter of education. We will find many Muslim women who participated, starting from Sayyida Aisha, peace be upon her, and passing through the daughter of I think Al-Ma'mun, or one of the caliphates. One of the caliphates, she invested from her money and paid part of her money for serving pilgrims. I think her name was Zabida. And also at the contemporary phase, or nowadays at the current age, we find the daughter of Khidr Ismail. She also played an important role in helping to improve the educational system in Egypt, as she started, we can call now the Cairo University, from her own, or supported it from her own wealth. So women plays an important role along the Islamic history, and all of them also were an effective role in building and promoting such civilization.
Yeah, and always we are, of course, as the conference highlighted also the importance of the educated women to raise the awareness of the new generation, especially with the revolution of information that we are experiencing and living in nowadays, of the AI, metaverse, etc. How to get a special language to talk with the new generation and to get them to the right path of tolerance, coexistence, and to get them and to plant to them the right religious and social and Islamic values. Zakaria Amer, Azhar Center for Electronic Fatwa, Azhar University, thank you for being with us. And short break, and we'll be right back.